We just received a report that a crew member on board a Norwegian Cruise Line cruise ship has died. We received this from a source directly from another crew member on board the same cruise ship, and it's just super tragic stuff. We're going to get you the details. It's coming up. Alright, for those that have been subscribed to our channel for a while, you'll notice that the cruise news and information we give a lot of times is stuff you don't see in a lot of other channels, and we have quite a few different sources that we get that information from, and that's what we try to do. We try to get you new information, and this is one of those things too, and this one just happens to be an extremely sad thing that's happened. But at the same time, there's crew members that are getting this information out because they want people to know what's going on. So we sort of feel that we need to get that out. All right, let's pop right into this. The ultimate source of this report is from a crew member on board the Norwegian Escape. And they have reported that a 36-year-old crew member on board the Norwegian Escape died this morning. They had just completed a 10-day COVID quarantine, and one day after they passed away. The cause of death is not really known and what happened exactly with that. They were of Indian nationality, we are told, is what we found out, and they worked in the bar department there on board the Norwegian Escape. Now, the Norwegian Escape did not have passengers on board at this time. Norwegian Cruise Line had canceled all of their sailings through and including their January 22nd sailing, so it was only crew members right now. Now, the crew member that reported this is pretty upset about the conditions with the quarantining going on with crew members on board the cruise ship. Now look, I'm not on board where I can see for myself, but I feel that I need to share this, and they're seeking to get this information out. They noted that this crew member that had died had been on deck number 2 without fresh air and sunlight for 10 days. Now they had been released here for this day, and they said that this morning there was a code alpha that was called, and for those that are not aware, on board a ship, that is a call that there's been an emergency has taken place on board the ship. Another thing that this crew member that's reporting this pointed out is that even though there's not passengers on board this ship, that when they have this quarantining is taking place with the crew, that the majority of them are being placed in windowless crew cabins, which are much smaller, as opposed to allowing them to use the guest cabins, which some are getting to do, but they said only a small number. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but if that's true, Norwegian, come on. Like, why in the world would you do that, right? If you have balcony cabins and stuff and you don't have passengers in there, for crying out loud, get these crew members. If they need some fresh air, they need this because they're sick, let them use the cabin. You can clean it, right? So take care of your people. And for those that are watching this and maybe you haven't cruised much or maybe never cruised at all, and you came across this because it's a news piece and you just clicked on it or something, look, I'm telling you, the crew members on board a cruise ship, that is some of the most amazing people that you'll ever meet. Truly, one of mine and Kelly's favorite things about cruising is all of the different people from around the world that we get to meet by interacting with the crew. Such amazing people. And I'm sure some frequent cruisers that are watching this will chime in below and note some of just the awesome things about the crew and show the crew some love. Now, the crew member that's sharing this is sharing this on behalf of not just their voice, but also others. They are frustrated with how things are going. They're disheartened about how things are going as well. They said they feel like that they're in jail and they're not scared of the virus. They said that, the symptoms they're seeing are relatively mild and they're not scared of that, but they feel that the restrictions and everything being taken in place is really having a detrimental impact upon them and upon their health. So now we need to pray for this person's family. They're Indian, and for those that have watched our channel for a while, you know that each year I go to that region of the world seeking to help people in that region of the world. And I'm just picturing now, I don't know if they have a spouse, I don't know if they have kids, certainly they have parents. And I'm picturing all their family in that tight network, and as they're going to get that news and the grieving that they're going to be going through sometime today when they receive that news. I'm also thinking about the crew members that knew them and their close friends, the people that really got to know them on board, and the sadness and the heaviness that they'll feel. So I guess I would just ask, in the middle of whatever you have going on today and this evening, just take some time and to pray for the family and the friends, that they'll have peace of heart and pray and ask God that maybe somehow through every bit of this that there'll be something good to come out of this and what has transpired in some way. Alright, that's all we have for this video. The next video with cruise news, the latest headlines will be coming out soon, so be sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it. But God bless each of you tonight, and we'll catch you in the next video.